Ryan Blake used to believe life had already made its decision about him at 32, working part-time at a dusty little coffee shop on the edge of downtown Chicago. He was the man who once dreamed of tech empires, who once spoke of changing the world, but now he lived alone in a one-bedroom apartment with peeling paint and a fridge that hummed louder than his confidence. Every morning felt like a sentence, not a beginning. He'd scroll through job rejections, bank alerts, and pictures of his college friends now running companies, traveling the world, living lives that once looked like his future. But it wasn't depression that held him anymore, it was resignation, until one random morning he woke up to an odd little video he hadn't even meant to click at. A bald monk in an orange robe looked into the camera and said, "Change your thoughts and you change your life." That was it. No music, no drama, but something about that line stuck with Ryan all day. He found himself hearing it again while pouring cappuccinos, wiping counters, and handing out pastries to businesspeople rushing to offices he'd once dreamed of working at. That night, while lying in bed, he thought, what if I try it? What if just for a few days I challenge every negative thought? So he began. The next morning, when he looked in the mirror and thought, "I'm a loser," he said aloud, "I'm learning." When his mind whispered, "You'll never get out of this," he responded with, "I haven't tried everything yet." It wasn't magic, it was messy. Some days he believed the new thoughts, other days he felt like a fraud, but he kept going. He downloaded motivational audiobooks, he started running, even if just 5 minutes at a time. He stopped following people who made him feel like he was falling behind. He replaced comparison with curiosity. How did they do it, he asked, instead of "Why not me?" On day 15, a regular customer told him about a local weekend hackathon Ryan hadn't coded in months. He felt rusty and small, but the new voice inside said, "Just go." So he went alone, nerve wonder prepared, but something clicked. He met Elise, a quiet coder with a wild imagination. They clicked instantly. Together, they built a prototype of an AI-based productivity app designed to declutter the mind. They called it ClearMind. It didn't win first place, but it won interest. 2 investors approached them. Ryan and Elise didn't take money, not yet, but they kept building. After work, before work, on weekends. They refined the app. They tested. They failed. They fixed. And slowly, things changed. A mental health podcast reviewed ClearMind. Downloads hit 10,000. Then 50. Then 100,000. A UK-based mental wellness startup offered to acquire it for 6 figures. Ryan sat in the same coffee shop, now as a customer, and smiled at the irony. He didn't sell. Instead, he hired 2 more developers and expanded the app globally. Today, Ryan Blake speaks at conferences across the US and UK. He tells his story not as a hero, but as proof. Proof that the most powerful thing you can ever do is change how you think. Not the world. Not the economy. Not your past. Just your thoughts. Because when you stop saying, "I can't," and start asking, "How can I?" doors open. People notice. And slowly, the world shifts. Not because the world changed, but because you did. In the end, Ryan often tells his audience one thing that still guides him every morning: your mind is your first home. Make it a place worth living in. Change your thinking. Change your life.